Many of you may remember that on December the 5th of 2024, Hank Brennan went into court and said that, one of his experts had information about the chip that was supposed to go into the information center, which was the ENFORM of the system of Karen Reed's Lexus. He told Judge Beverly Cannoni that it would be approximately, 10 days, something like that, 10 to 12 days. We're on day 13, actually day 12. The 12 days of Christmas. Here we go. And it's not here. And we don't know. Evidently, the expert was traveling. He was going here, he was going there. My question is, what's on it that they don't want us to see? Because if they had something that was blatantly against Karen, they would be putting it out there like a banner in a parade. That's my opinion, for what it's worth. Stay with me, and let's get started. Hello, everyone. I'm Lady Zelda of Seeing Crime. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. And before we get started, I want to let you know this is for entertainment purposes only. It means nothing because, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not law enforcement, I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a fire professional. I am a tarot profiler professional, and this is where I get my information in which I form my opinions. And that's really all it is. You can form your opinion and let me know in the comments. And while you're there, please do me a favor, subscribe if you haven't already, and like this video because it sure does help me. But I think there's something that many of you may be viewing, may be seeing, and I'm going to tell you what that is. That is a little gift from, I'm going to put it here so you can see it. I came out this morning and this was on my cloth. It is a kitty whisker, and sometimes they shed their whiskers. This is from my kitty Scooby because I have seen her up and around here, and I don't shoo them away. They are attracted by this energy. And because she left it here, I'm going to say I love the idea because, kitty whiskers have a little bit of property with them. They attract energy. And the one thing about a kitty whisker, it works as a GPS system. Isn't that amazing? And it also works as though, it's like a little barrier, a little fence system. Because if they try to go through something and their whiskers don't fit, they know the rest of their body doesn't fit. Isn't that wonderful to know that nature has taken care of them, and to knowing that these whiskers are on either side the width of their little bodies and protects them from getting stuck, unless they're like my kitties who get stuck because they know mommy's here, but not all the time. I thought I would leave that. Now, if you have kitties, don't pull out whiskers. They shed naturally, and it hurts them because there is a little bulb on the end of this little whisker. So I'm going to leave it here for us for good luck. And there we go. All right. I want to look into this Lexus SUV LX570 series, the ENFORM, ENFORM, the chip that they say they're going to put back into this. They're making this big as though we don't know what's going on. We have experts on our side too. And when I say our, yes, hello, we're in this with Karen as well. So I've got some cards today. The House of Zelda, the Kipper, the Hidden, and the Mythic Tarot. My question, what is it that Hank thinks he's going to get? What do they think they have? In the meantime, let me know what you see in the cloth. That seems to be a thing lately, and I'm here for it. So thank you so much. I'm going to lay out a couple of the cards, House of Zelda cards. just to see. We're just gonna see. All right, I'm gonna turn the deck over. We're gonna see what's on the bottom. We've had that before, missing information. Will there be some missing information from the ENFORM system? Yes, I think what's going to be missing is the fact that they have Karen Reed on record hitting John backwards at 24 miles per hour in this Lexus in the middle of a snowstorm because she was mad. That's what's going to be missing. Why is it going to be missing? Well, because it's not available. It's not there because she didn't do it. All right. And I reserve the right in this information, in this entertainment video, to reserve my snarkiness for when I see fit. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. And I love it when y'all are snarky too. We have to be snarky. I mean, after all, hello, common sense. Oh, poetic. Look at Poe. Poetic justice is coming. Get ready, Hank. We've not seen that card in a long time. I'm going to just lay out one more. These are a little difficult. All right. There is a pathway ahead. Of course, we know what that pathway is. We're going to put these to the side. Thank you very much. Now we're going to get out this kipper. Angels, guides, spirits. And John, if your energy is here, we would just love to hear what you have to say. A journey? Okay, yeah. There's been some journey around this ship. It's making its rounds. Wealthy man. We'll figure out who that is in a minute. Toil and labor. Well, in my opinion, are you ready? John was in the house. In my opinion, John was in the house. Journey. Hank Brennan said in that hearing on December 5th that the expert had been traveling, I think going to Alabama or something and then back to Massachusetts or whatever the case. I don't believe he's the wealthy man. I think that he's far from it. This could be a man that has a wealth of information. But I don't think so either. I'm going to count this, and I think you'll understand why. I'm going to count this as Hank Brennan, not because he's a wealthy man. He's not getting paid pittance for this. And, you know, we have our opinions on that. But I think that he could be wealthy from other cases. This is a man. Let's look at this card. Look at this. This is a ticker tape. This could be inventions. This could be somebody. This is an implication of someone who is a businessman who's made his money through business, and legal is a business. I'm going to count that as Hank Brennan. The reason being because, well, believe me, he's certainly earning his money because everywhere he turns, ain't nothing coming up for him. It's all not showing anything. On the other hand, there's some, as we saw in this last video, and I'll put it here, I'll link it here. There's messages of concern coming out, and John, yes, John's energy pointed that to us. Toil and labor, yeah, they're working pretty hard to push that Karen is guilty. She's not. This is where they need to be looking, in the house. I like these cards, don't you? Look, even the ceiling has detail. Sorry, you may hear my heater in the background. Started out warm today, and now it's a little on the chilly willy side. All right. The Queen of Swords. Four of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. This Queen of Swords is a funny little card. Now, in the past, I've said that that is Judge Beverly Cannoni, and I think that that is a good representation of her. But this card can also point to karma. There's karma coming. There's going to be something that he finds out that he doesn't agree with, and he's going to push it. Now, this Four of Wands is a card in which it's supposed to be a celebration. This is a fiery element. As you see, I like these cards for that reason. There's a ship out in the harbor of Massachusetts. And the Four of Wands can definitely be pointing to the home. That's where he needs to be looking. And no, I don't think that that is Uncle Brian, because Hank is who we started out talking about. Poetic justice is coming. I'm going to let that up there. This Queen of Pentacles is Karen. But I want you to know something. She has spent a lot of money. But I also want you to know she who has the gold rules. This is going to be something that I think that they're going to be figuring out after the first of this year. And yes, March, I still believe is something is going to happen in this case. The Knight of Pentacles. This horse, even though knights are action cards, they put things in the action. This horse, he's not doing much of action, is he? They're just sitting there waiting. And I believe that this is everyone waiting for this chip information to come out. The hidden deck. Let's see what they're hiding. Yeah, he is a joker. However, that card. Now that is Uncle Brian. That is some hidden things. Well, they're going in the wrong direction, that's for sure. And guess who that is? I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count. How long do we need to be going through this for Karen? But I'm also going to say there's going to be some decisions coming out, as we saw in that last video that John popped into. There's going to be some things coming out. This is a card of decisions, of what to do, what direction to go, what pathway to come down. And not only that, this card here is a card that denotes secrets, hidden things, things that have been tucked away, things that have not been divulged yet. There's been some things that are tucked away on this ENFORM system for the Lexus. But we also know that there's plenty. And look where he lands, right on top of the home. Look where she lands, right on top of the family room pile. A decision needs to be made, and that is Karen. Now, I'm going to say this. Karen's team, the Fantastic Four, and all those who are working hard and tirelessly, too many to even be able to mention that we thank, they've got some new decisions that they've got to make. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Look at that. Another journey card. All right, my darlings, I'm going to tell you this. Yeah, there's a lot of hope, and there's money on the table. And there is an officer right on top of Ms. Haas Long pile. That doesn't surprise me. And it doesn't surprise me because, you know, we're sitting here saying that he was in the house. You see what this says? You see what this says? It says officer. If it's not, let me see if I can get it to focus. There we go. This is costing a lot of money for Karen, but it's also going to cost a lot of money for the bad actors on the other side. Let's see what this Gypsy Witch has to say. Pathway. That's also a timing card. The tree, good health. But look, there's a house. Was there a tree? No, it was a flagpole in the front yard. This number 30. This is a card with this needle in a haystack. That's exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for that needle in the haystack in the information in the ENFORM system for the Lexus. It's a needle in a haystack for sure. It also means quarrels. This is the no card. So if they think they're going to come up with something that's going to nail Karen, bye. No, it's not going to happen. In fact, this card can actually turn against you. And when this comes out, it can also mean that, well, if you push things too hard, it could mean it comes back on you, backfiring, which this could backfire on the CW, which I'm sure that it will. And I'm sure after we see that, we're not going to see much of anything. We'll probably hear a little bit of what's on there. That'll come out if there is a retrial. But I'm thinking we're also going to be hearing from the appellate court, not now, after the 25th of January. The lilies always indicate to me it's a commemoration of death. I just got to say that. This is a card, the 3 of Clubs, which indicates an uncertainty. However, it means hoping. They have the highest hopes that there's something. They know. I'm going to tell you, this person and this person, as well as Karen and her team, they know there's nothing there. They're allowing this to happen. And I'm going to do another reading on that particular subject too. They're just allowing it to happen. Why? Well, because they're involved, in my opinion. But I just want a little final message. I want a little final message, and then I'm going to recap this, and I'm going to give you a thought. The universe knows the truth. That's right. God, in all of his infinite wisdom, knows what's going on. And do we think it's a coincidence that John shows up in this reading? No, not anymore. His energy will continue. Pardon me. I hit this camera, and I didn't mean to. That's what they have to look forward to. Okay, here is the prediction. I believe that we will hear that they have the ENFORM system chip information from Karen Reed's Lexus before the 21st of this month of December. We will hear something more from the 21st, around the 21st. We're going to hear about, I think there's going to be one more motion that will be filed from the CW. We're not going to hear from this person nor this character. We're not going to hear from them at all. And I think I have an understanding why. But that person, that expert, is not going to find nada, nothing. And I'm going to tell you what most likely they will say. I believe that they're going to say that that chip was damaged. Why? I don't believe that it was damaged. What I believe, in my opinion, is that it does not contain the evidence that they need to put Karen away, so she goes here. So instead of admitting that it's not on there, they may just say it's damaged. Damaged goods. Our Karen Reed's expert may testify against that because he's only allowed to be there when it is being examined. He cannot be physically involved. He will have another opinion. However, you know what they say about opinions, and I don't believe this court is going to favor that opinion, and then they're going to go in another direction, and this may be why March is significant. Although I do believe that we will also hear from the Supreme Court of Massachusetts on this appeal for Karen and the jury. I believe we're going to be hearing from that in February, most likely before the 14th. So there you have some predictions. You might want to write them down now. They are subject to change. They can change, and sometimes they do, depending upon, because this is will. So do I think that this is still coming? Yes. For all of those, do not be faint-hearted. And I'm going to tell you something else. This is a message for all of us, because this 7 of clubs tells us this can be a lifelong security. But this message here with the lilies, that is the universe. That is God telling us, don't be a hothouse lily, and when the heat comes on, we wither away. Be strong. Know that justice is coming. We see, I happen to like Joshua Levy. There's no politics in there. We see what's happening. These 2 characters, I'm going to do a reading as to why they're not saying anything. Why we're not hearing from them. Of course, we're hearing from Kevin from South Boston. You all know who he is. So hang in there. Don't get upset. Don't get worried. Everything works out the way it's supposed to, because sometimes we're just supposed to see how this is forming and how this is going along. Keep the faith, because the truth is going to come out, and we're all here for it. Thanks so much for being here. I love each and every one of you. You know that this is going to get good. Get the popcorn, my darlings. In the meantime, you be well. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Make sure you subscribe and like And I'm leaving links in the description for you to shop in the meantime. Have a beautiful day, and I'm going to see you very soon. Bye for now.